Hey there, thank you so much for being here today. Today we are going to talk about new designs, new projects to knit this spring and summer. Hey there, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Felicia from SweetGeorgia, and this is Taking Back Friday. This is a space where we come every Friday and we talk about knitting and spinning and weaving and dyeing. Today we are going to talk about new knitting patterns that we have just released for our spring and summer collection. A couple of times a year we release new design collections. So we have a spring collection or spring summer collection, we have an autumn winter collection, we have a holiday collection that comes out, and we sometimes have like a little mini May collection that comes out. So today we're going to talk about the spring and summer collection that we have put together here, and they are all designed by Tabitha Hedrick, our design director who lives in Tennessee in the States. And so we work back and forth with her. We're here in Vancouver, she's in Tennessee. We've been doing this for many years now, and it is great to work with her and see her put together this little capsule collection. There are 4 projects in here, and so the first one that we're going to talk about is the one that I am wearing right now, and it is called Brandywine. This one is made out of flaxen silk fine, so that's basically a linen and silk blend. There's no wool in there, and this colorway is called Strawberry Tea. And so I have some photographs here of Charlotte modeling it so that you can see it's sort of like in full. You can see it's finished with a little bit of lace at the bottom. It has these drop shoulders. It's very easy to put together. Oh, you can see there's lace here on the edge of the sleeve, and it's also sort of at the bottom of the hem of the garment as well. And so, yeah, it's very light, and it's just like a t-shirt that you can wear in the spring and summertime. And because most of it is stockinette, it should be actually pretty quick to knit as well. And so this garment is available in 11 different sizes, and takes a couple of skeins of the flaxen and silk fine yarn. So this is a yarn that we like to feature in the spring and summer because it's so light, because it has no wool, because it's very breathable, and it's something great to knit with in the summertime. So on that same lines of things that are flaxen and silk, this one is made with our heavier weight of the flaxen and silk yarn. And this one is called Marsan. And so you can see this is one ginormous rectangle that in this case, we have just buttoned together from end to end. So it is actually one big giant long rectangle, and we closed it here with these buttons from the short end to the short end being connected. But you could connect the short end to one side of the long end. You could do all sorts of things to basically configure this in different ways so you can wear this in different ways. So this is like a wrap, can serve as a poncho, can serve as a shawl, can serve as a scarf. So if you wanted to, you could wear it as a big cowl, you could wear it as a wrap. There's lots of different things you could do with it. So you can see how big it is. But this is basically 5 skeins of flaxen silk DK. It is 3 skeins of the main color, which in this case is birch, and then 2 skeins of the contrast color, which in this case is rose gold. So 5 skeins altogether of the flaxen silk DK. And then they found perfect buttons to match the color. Kind of easy, should be easy potato chip knitting. Now these 2 projects have both really inspired me. They use color in such a fun and wonderful way, and it's very simple stuff. Actually, all of these projects in this collection sort of feature lace, very lace forward projects. This one is this fabulous shawl called Blue Sunset. And so this project starts sort of from the center out. You can see you would start in the middle here, and then you start to increase and you make this sort of square format, and you get to the width of this square, and then you just continue on 1/2. So you basically knit all the way down to the end, and then you pick up the stitches on the other side, and then you keep knitting down the other end. And so you've basically made this symmetrical shawl. This project is made with 2 packages of Party of Fives. So it's the same color Party of Five. In this case, it's called Sea to Sky, which is named after the highway that goes from Vancouver up to Whistler. But yeah, Sea to Sky, and 2 packages of the Party of Five to make a big shawl like this. And you can see it's actually quite easy lace in all of these sections. So just, you know, very easy. There's resting rows in this lace, some leaf motifs, and then it goes to some garter stitch, and then more motifs. Yeah. So this is a very wearable scarf or shawl. You could wear it as a shawl. You could wear it like as a wrap. If you wanted to, you could wear it as a scarf. Yeah. So that all works. Yeah, so you can wear it all different ways. This is a very, very versatile shape, actually, and I like it because it stays on and it's not constantly falling off of your shoulders. So this last project is really, really lovely. It's called Nyabel, and it is knit with 2 skeins of sock yarn, 2 skeins of our mohair silk sock. And we specifically chose that mohair silk sock because it is so drapey. It's got a tiny bit of mohair, tiny bit of silk in it, and it just makes it a little bit glossy, shiny, drapey. And it is really just lovely. But this is an asymmetrical shawl format. We start at this end, and basically you just cast on a few stitches, and then you keep casting on, keep increasing the number of stitches. And so this first section is lace, so diamond motif lace, and then you come to this section, which is using the 2 different colors together. These 2 colors are trinket for the purple and ginger for the sort of golden color here. And so this is a slipped stitch technique, and that produces a bit of a honeycomb effect. So you can see it's really neat color play. And so because the strands outlining each one of the honeycombs is in the ginger color, this color is a little bit more apparent, and then the purple, the trinket color kind of sinks into the background, and so it produces this kind of color blend. And then we go into straight trinket, and then after that we do that same slip stitch pattern again, but this time the purple is the one that is outlining the honeycombs, and so you see the color blending is quite different. So it produces a little bit of a color gradient effect in here, even though there's only 2 colors being used. So you can see, ta-da, like this. So the colors that we chose here are kind of a little bit on the high contrast side. They're subdued, desaturated versions of a yellow and purple mix. And yellow and purple are, if you know the color wheel, they are on opposite sides of the color wheel, and so they provide like the most contrast. So other complementary color pairs would be things like red and green, or orange and blue, and so you could use variations of those kinds of combinations. So you could use like a very mellow, muted blue with maybe like a golden brandy kind of color, something like that. Or maybe you could use a subdued strawberry tea kind of color with a really mellow green color. You could use all sorts of things like that if you don't want to use really bright colors. But in this case, we've used a purple, kind of a mellow purple and a mellow yellow. And if you wanted to, you could choose 2 colors that were more analogous, basically next to each other on the color wheel. So something like purple and pink, or yellow and orange, or green and blue. So you'd get much more subtle color blending in that case if you were to use analogous colors in a shawl like this. So this is a really, really, it looks complicated, but it's not really that complicated. It just starts from one end, has some lace, slip stitch, lace, slip stitch, lace, and you're done. I think this is my favorite piece out of all of them. Actually, I quite like this one too. All of them. I like this one a lot, just I think because of the colors. They are colors that I'm drawn to, but I love the colors. I love the idea of the technique being very simple. I love how effective those simple techniques can be for showcasing the colors. And I love how you can just use 2 colors and have it become this amazing, beautiful thing. So I am curious to find out from you guys, which one of these is your favorite? Which one would you like to make this spring? We will be doing a giveaway for the patterns in this collection. So if you want to join the giveaway, you can follow the show notes link below, and there'll be a link in there, and there'll be some information in there about how to join the giveaway, and then you can enter your information. And in a week or so, a couple weeks or so, we will draw a name, and then you'll get sent all of these fabulous PDF patterns. So that is basically it for today. If you you like this episode, please do hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more of our videos every week, you can hit subscribe and ring the bell, and you will get notified every time we release a new video, which is usually every Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. All right, bye for now.